Hello YouTube world, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year everyone! This is my first video in 2023 and I'm very excited to start off this year with a reading journal entry for a book that hasn't even been published yet. I received an advanced reader's copy of Just My Type by Falon Ballard through the website NetGalley. If you haven't heard of NetGalley before, it's a site where you can request digital copies of books before they are published in exchange for a public review. So Just My Type is set to be published on February 7th of this year, but I got to read it early and here is my review. But sorry, first off, a summary of this book. So Just My Type follows Lana Parker, who works as the dating and relationships columnist for a LA website, even though she really wants to write about pop culture. And Lana is known as a serial monogamist, never staying single for too long before jumping into another long-term relationship. The story starts off with Lana thinking her current boyfriend is going to propose to her, but ends up actually breaking up with her over dinner. It is very reminiscent of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, and the book actually ends up making that reference. So Lana is now single, and when her boss learns of this, she challenges Lana to stay single and write about it for her column. And on top of that, her boss wants to make it a competition with a newcomer to the company who is known for being a bit of a playboy. This newcomer turns out to be none other than one of Lana's ex, Seth Carson. Seth was Lana's first boyfriend, her high school sweetheart, her first love, basically the one that got away. Seth is tasked with finding a girlfriend, settling down, and writing about that experience opposite Lana's column. Whoever's articles are more popular with their readers are promised their own column to write about whatever they want. Now, if you're an avid romance book reader, such as myself, you can already see where this is going. Two old flames pitted against each other in a workplace rivalry centered around dating and relationships. Yeah, exactly. But what do I think of this book? Well, to put it simply, I loved it. It was cute, easy to read, romantic, and there's a good amount of drama. Also, as someone whose friends would also probably describe as a serial monogamist and is also afraid to go after what they want, I really empathized with Lana. I also liked how this book explored not only romantic relationships, but really reflected on other types of relationships, such as friendships, mother-daughter relationships, and employee-boss relationships. And most of this was explored during therapy sessions, which I gotta give another kudos to this book for helping to normalize therapy. So overall, I gave this book 4.5 stars out of 5, and I gave Seth a book boyfriend rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. I knocked off half a star for both because unfortunately this book does fall into the trap of having miscommunication / lack of communication be a central driving wedge between the love interests, and that always bothers me. Like, I would understand if it was slight and nuanced because, let's be honest, feelings and emotions are hard to interpret and communicate, but when you're not communicating the big things, or an entire situation is misinterpreted and a character responds to that by taking drastic actions that creates unnecessary drama, yeah, that just frustrates me. And the lack of communication wasn't that bad in this book, but there were a few moments. But anyway, for my reading journal entry to remember this book by, I drew a computer with an online news website pulled up to represent Lana and Seth's jobs. I drew sunflowers because that is Lana and Seth's flower. I drew a piece of lined paper to represent the list of tasks Lana and Seth give each other during their competition. I drew an iced hazelnut latte because that is Lana's go-to coffee order. And finally, I drew a gin martini because that is what she was drinking when her boyfriend broke up with her at the beginning of the book. It doesn't actually have that much significance in the book, but I just thought that opening scene was kind of funny. The quote I decided to include is from Lana in chapter 13, where she writes in one of her articles that journaling is always a good idea. Write down your feelings and don't hold back. I love this because I just got into journaling last year and I'm planning to continue it this year. And I agree that journaling is always a good idea, no matter how you go about doing it. You just need to find a way that works for you and just keep at it. It really does make a difference in your life. But anyway, let me know what you think of my reading journal, and if you're excited to read just my type, let me know in the comment section below. You can see more of my other reading journal entries before this one on my Instagram page at Lauren_can_, which as always is linked in the description below. Thank you to NetGalley and the Penguin Group Putnam publishers for providing me with this advanced reader's copy. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it so much if you could like and subscribe, and stay tuned for my future book reviews. Alright, bye!